Okay, I'm doing this video because I'm going to install an accessory 12 volt supply 4-way. You can often find them at AutoZone, or that's where I got mine. But when you buy it, it comes with a built-on socket. It comes with a built-on socket, like this, but it's black. I don't know where it's at right now, but the reason why I'm making this video is this is an '88 Chevy pickup, and I wanted some extra accessories, and I wanted to tell you that there's a better way. Instead of using the built-on socket to plug it into something else like the ashtray, it kind of sucks because you always have to have your ashtray open in order to have it plugged in, and because this has to have a power source, which the socket is connected, and it kind of sucks because okay, now you got to use your 12 volt supply or cigarette lighter or whatever you want to call it to your ashtray in the Chevy pickup, or any other car for that matter, and it's always hanging open. But what I did was I cut the plug-in adapter on the end of the wire that came stock with this in the box, and I spliced the wires, the hot and negative. And what I'm going to do, and you guys would really like this because it'll work out a lot better, it's a lot cleaner, and you don't have to plug a damn socket in to get a power source to give power to this source, so you can get power from out of this damn thing. So I'm going to route the before I cut it too short, because I don't want to keep all that wire probably, I'm going to take the tips of the wires and I'm going to go behind, you probably can't see it, but the ashtray right here. I'm going to go behind it and route the wires through with this socket that is installed with the ashtray, and take these wire harnesses off right here, little clips, and then just simply stick the positive and the positive and the negative and the negative, and make sure it's real secure so it doesn't come loose, no sparking going on or nothing. And then I'm gonna thread this thing back in together, where this is all installed back in there proper and snug and all that. And then I'm gonna bring the wire out and I'm going to tuck it behind things. In these trucks, there's plenty of places underneath the dash system, and around through here. I'm going to off of this power supply, I'm going to use my dash cam plugged into this thing. And I'm going to mount it underneath the AC control, heater, blower motor, all that stuff right there. It's a perfect spot. It's like in the center of the truck. Passengers can use it, I can use it. It doesn't look cluttered here. I was looking at it sideways mount here, but it just looked too cluttered with the stereo and the switches and all that, and people will be hitting them with their wrist, grabbing their soda out of the cup holder and all that bullshit. So anyway, that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to route it, and all you got to do is tuck and hide the wires, and then when you get it tucked right here where you're going to mount it, this thing comes with some adhesive on the back that you peel. It's by 3M, which is really good. You want to make sure that you get a cloth or a paper towel or a shop towel. I like the light blue shop towels, and spray it with you can use alcohol, but what you want is a really dry, clean surface that this material can, the adhesive can get a real good bond, because you don't want the shit falling off later on or wobbling around, you want it snug on there. And when you mount it, you have hidden wires. And I forgot to tell you too, this, maybe, I don't remember, I believe that I wired this direct instead of having it to the I don't remember if it was already like this or not, but if it's not like if it's not wired direct to a 12-volt supply, you can always cut it and remove it, you know, the end of these wires, and then run them to a direct power source. So this is always on. I like this always on. And I mean, it's only using power when I plug something into it. This thing, you're thinking, well, what about that? It's always going to be on. This thing has switches, and it shuts each section off to each 12-volt supply. So there's these little chrome switches, and they have LED indicators showing that they're on or off. They light up red, which is cool. But yeah, you want to make sure you route it exactly through, though, the this part, and there's a part in the back which resembles this, but they thread into each other. You want to run the wires through that. Once you get them through there, connect them here. Out the back, come up, hide your wiring, tuck it right underneath here, and then clean your surface. Don't touch it afterwards because of the oil on your skin. Mount this thing up, and you see no wiring. It looks professional, works great. It's in the center of the truck, and that's just thought I would share that info. I mean, some of you already know that, maybe some of you don't, but I wanted to show you what would look nice, what works well if you have a Chevy pickup. This is an 88, like I already said. It's the 88 through the 98. And I kind of like was thinking, well, do I really want it here? You know, I wanted to make sure that I chose a spot that I would be happy with, and I didn't want to pick a spot to where later I was thinking, oh, I wish I had it over here, or because I was looking under the glove box area too. But when people get in their knees and all that stuff, and these switches, I was like, no, that's not going to happen. I don't want it over here. It just didn't look right to begin with. Plus, like I said, people getting in, you know how people get in, it's nighttime, some are careless, or maybe just an accident. But I don't want anybody's knees banging against this thing, because for one, it will knock it back off. Plus, for two, it could damage or cause a problem with one of these switches, you know, maybe break one, and I don't want that. And then I tried over here where the light switch assembly is, installed that and underneath over here, but it just, then if a passenger needed it, it's way over here. So I found the best spot is to this, I think it's called a bezel. It's this piece that well, you know, screws on here, here, and then there's two more over here. But it's this the plastic piece that goes around all your you know, your AC, your stock stereo, if you still have it. A lot of people got rid of that and put a little cubby hole thing or whatever they sell. But my best choice, when I started looking at it, I spent about 20 minutes contemplating on where am I going to put this thing at. And right here was the best looking spot. So anyway, if you have any questions or whatever, just message me or whatever. I just thought I'd share this video real quick before I complete all this stuff and get it right here where I want it. You guys have a good night or morning wherever you're at. Hope you stay safe. Things will get better. All this COVID stuff, hopefully. Just try and be happy. Do what you can. Find things to do. And most of all, though, keep your kids safe, your wife, if you're married, your mom and dad, grandma and grandpa, yourself, and just stay busy. If you have any questions, get a hold of me.